Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and today I got more little things I want to do to the 1365 to get it closer to time to driving. I cannot wait for that time. It seems like it's been forever. So I'll show you some of the stuff that I've been doing. Today's video is brought to you by the German word umständlich. Not directly translatable into English, it basically means taking the longest, most difficult way to do the simplest task. Umständlich. First off, I just got this in the mail, so that's nice. But this is a metric tap and die set. So hopefully I can now take care of this little Fiat up to a certain point. I don't know what size it goes up to here. What would this be? This would be 12, 1.5 thread pitch, 12, 1.75. So, and it's even got a metric pipe tap there. So hopefully a lot of the little holes and stuff on here can be cleaned out. We need to clean out that hole right there because it is not taking a bolt. And I think maybe that one too. I don't remember. But we're going to give it a try here in a minute. Another thing, I ended up buying a new set of regulators and the whole kit because it was cheaper to buy the whole kit than it was to buy just a regulator or two. So I figured whatever. So there we go. So that is good because that led us to what I just did, which is over here. The PTO throw out lever was not right at all. We had several issues. First of all, the rod was not adjusted right. It was always wanting to push in, and we know that is a terrible no-no. We do not want that. Second thing was my handle was always sprung down. I could not get it to move. And so I ended up having to take it off and heat and pull and twist and everything. Ended up ruining my spring, so I had to find a spring that would slide over the rod and cut it to make it fit because you can't get the original anymore. So how this is made in here, because I looked at the parts book and it's not, mine is not made that way. So maybe yours isn't either if you have one of these. But the parts book shows that the thing goes through and that there's a collar with a roll pin in it to hold it in. This one just has a snap ring on the back side of this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway. And then inside of here is a spring and a plunger that comes out, and it hooks in a hole that's in this casting, and then your rod has like a taper to it to shove down in on that pin so you can let it back down. So when you pull it up, if I'm stout enough to do it now, because as you push against the clutch, now it's locked in and it won't go anywhere. That pin is in that slot, and then as soon as you shove it down, maybe there, then it will go back to the home position and not pushing. So that's good. We don't want it to push. I can hear that it is not touching the fingers, so that's what we want, I think. I'll double check in the book and make sure, but I think that's a good place to be where it's at. What else have we done here? Well, I got a new knob the other day for this and for the hydraulic because they were both missing, so that's handy. Eventually I want to redo these hydraulic hoses because this is a kind of a disastrous setup, really, of what we have. And if you remember the video where I visited the twin to this one, it had a different set of hydraulic couplers and brackets. So someone has changed this to the Pioneer style, or maybe they offered this version if you paid extra or something. I don't know, because it looks like we've got a bracket bolted to the axle housing there, and then it fits in there pretty slick. But the hoses are junk, it looks like to me, or soon to be junk. And I don't like this one sticking up in your way. So I think I'm gonna figure something out with, 90 degree on a hose or something, where I can hopefully put it down here like this and get a better more gradual bend to it so that it is not right in your leg all the time or interfering when you're trying to grab your PTO handle or what have you. So that's where we are there. Other thing we need to do, I guess, while we're right here, is I want to change out this tie rod on the power steering. I have a brand new one somewhere. I don't know where now that the wind has been blowing. Hopefully I can get it out of here, but probably not without making a horrendous mess. You know, that's the way that is. Okay, there it is. Brand new. So we're gonna try to swap one for the other in there. Not greasable. I don't know why. I wish they were, but they're not. So we'll have to deal with that, and then I think we'll be in good shape. I just noticed another thing. Either they welded this in or it is not adjustable. So maybe it was not adjustable from the factory and that's one piece. But if I have to replace that at some point, I'm gonna have to do my homework on that. But I need to take this one off again so that I have enough room to pull this one out, because I don't think there's any way to do it without that. Maybe there is, but it's really not worth the fight. We'll just take it out again and hope for the best. Oh, brother. I tell you. Nope. Nope. Yep. Okay, that's good. That's going to be a fight, I bet, because I worked and worked to try to tighten it up, and I shouldn't have done that. This one I started to take loose the other day, so our only problem is going to be getting it out of the fork. I should have got the pickle fork, but I did not. And what did we do with our hammer? Our auger is missing. I think I took it out to the service truck a while ago when I was messing with the PTO lever. So I'll go get that. Sure. Okay. Come on. How do we want to try this? There, like that. If you can't hammer on it and ruin it, are you really doing it right? A guy should probably try to, like, squirt some grease down in there while he's got it off, but no, that would be smart. We're not going to do that. Let's just throw, okay, I'm tired of fighting it. Throw all the tools on the ground, that's fine. Sounds good to me. Now, what are we going to do here? Because I don't know. How we're going to get it to hold. Right. What are we going to do? I don't think that this is going to be enough. However, we need the thinness of that. And it's not going to work. Sheesh. Okay. Do we need... well, that won't work either. What could we do here? I got a vice grip version of a needle nose somewhere. We could try that. Or we could keep trying the same thing we just tried that didn't work and see if we can have a better result. So that's probably what we'll do, you know. Just keep trying. I don't remember how I got it. How did I hold it earlier? I thought I just held it against it. That's a bummer. I knew better than to put this on. Stay in there. Don't turn. Good gravy. I'm gonna go get something else. This one's small enough to go in there. I think so. Now. Oh boy. I don't... did I really tighten it in that bad? Well, it was metric threads, and I used a standard American threaded castle nut, so it's probably not very good. I hope you can hear over all this wind howling. We're in the building, but it's still kind of loud. Oh boy. Yeah. There. Okay, come on. Oh, we're up against there. We have to come out now. Okay. Now, how difficult is this going to be? There. Jeez, it's windy even inside. There. That's real good when it's that loose, isn't it? Yeah. Everything about this project has just been going great, you know. Okay. I hope that, there we go. That's really not even that bad of a tie rod, but if you can't get it tight in the housing, I just don't want to, I don't know. I just feel like it is better to replace it. And we're going to hope that this works, because so far we don't know. Should we? Maybe, I think we should. I think we should check, possibly. Yeah, that seems like it will taper in there. So, we'll hope for the best. We need that old one to know how far to go. Then we need to try to retighten our clamp, because I don't think we were where we should have been. Now, we're getting kind of... We're getting in the neighborhood, and we still got a ways to go, a half a. That's pretty darn close right there. Don't know how to get it closer. I feel like it should go in another one, but is that too much? I don't know. Okay. This is fun when you have to start it like this. Put the nut on. And you can get it all the way drawn in there. I really wish that wind would die down, because I'm not going to have any roof left on anything if it doesn't knock it off. Okay. Well, we're tightening up easier than the other one. Just hope we're not loosey-goosey in the hole. Now we're starting to tighten down. Ah, maybe one more. If we can't twist it off. Are we really doing it right? Now, I see what has happened on this clamp bolt, and that is that it has spit the lock washer out. So that effectively is causing us non-tightening. Can we get that out of here? Oh, geez. Should we go get the right tools? No, we will not. We will use the incorrect tools because that is what makes people happy in the comments. They like it when I don't do stuff the way they think it should be done. So that's what we'll do. Alright. If only I had some ether to use on this too. People don't like it when I use that either. Now, boy, that almost looks like an American bolt, doesn't it? I bet you that I can get an American bolt back in it. Okay, now, will that go in there? Look at that. Just look at it. Beautiful. And we got two adjustables. I didn't even see that one. Oh, sweet. Look at that. One set of tools fits all. There it is. Okay. I think we got us something here. That's nice and tight. Good and tight. Doesn't move. And we get this sucker on. I think we'll have us a good setup here that won't kill us instantly. It'll wait till we get far away from home before it kills us. And that's always what we want. It's better if there's no witnesses, see? I think a little bit more. Okay. So there's one project here done. We'll test it out after a while. I really don't know the procedure for adjusting this. I probably should read the book, but I didn't. Our next problem is right down in here. Our tachometer cable has twisted off. I did not realize in the book, if it in fact is made that way, that this piece stays in and is part of the drive, and your cable just goes into it. So I'm hoping I can get that little chunk of cable out of there, and if not, I'm probably going to be ordering the whole thing or getting the whole thing out. Seems kind of foolish, but I don't know what I'm going to do here. I messed with it the other day when I didn't realize that this piece stays, the thicker piece. I was thinking this was the end of the cable, like crimped on, but I don't think it is. And I'm not having much success, so I'm wondering if I can take the whole thing out. Can I take the whole thing out? Can I ruin something? Yeah, I can probably ruin something. Oh, good, it's gonna come out easy. And all I did was probably ruin my oil pressure sender, so good. Should we take this off? Yeah, let's take this off. Get this out of our way. Like something a smart person would do. I know you can get this piece replacement, but I really don't see the point if we don't have to. And then again, we also have the other choice of that other one on the other block, if it's still there and if it's good. I have no idea. Okay. That's still not going to come out by hand, so we're going to have to keep at this. What fun I get myself into here, trying to make everything perfect. If I was just concerned like anybody else, I'd just let her eat and not worry about it, but I can't be that way. All right, got our little paddle switchy thing. Okay, let's look at how this is made for somebody else who wants to do this. So this end in the block has a little flat deal, and then it goes in here somehow, and then there's our square cable, which looks like it is permanently affixed. And I'm thinking that the smart thing to do would probably be to heat it up, but because whenever I pull the rest of this cable off, that's all she wrote. It appears to be coming out, but I also wonder, nope, see, now I've done screwed the pooch. I don't really care if it comes off him out in pieces. That really wouldn't bother me either. And I don't think that the cable was crimped in here, because how would it? You wouldn't get your oh boy. It's so close, and yet so far. I think I'm going to try to put a slight little bit of heat to it and see if I can expand it enough that that will drop out of there, because I'm sure when I put the heat to it, it's going to melt this off. But I don't know. I don't know if that's like that. It has to be, because there's no other way for that to come out of there. I don't know. Let's take a vacation break here, and I'll be back in a second. Are you tired of going out to eat only to be confronted by all this gluten-free, dairy-free, soybean-based, woke vegan nonsense that they call food? I have a solution for you, my friends. This time, let's go back to basics and come and visit Colonel Losius Fod Pounders at a location near you. Try our new $20 fill-up, which has enough chicken to feed a small army or a family of 4 German-descended people. Whilst you're there, why don't try some of Cousin Professor Fod Pounder's celebrated chicken choker hot sauce. It is bottled with love by Losey Farms, but however, remember, it is a flushing agent, so start with small doses. And now available contactless delivery when you visit ColonelFodPounders.com. So come on down to Colonel Fod Pounders and try the $20 fill-up today. It's chicken just like you remember, the chicken you grew up with that Granny used to make. So next time your wife asks you what you want to do this weekend, you tell her you're thinking Fod Pounders. Visit a location near you and satisfy your hunger. We'll see you there. Rossi Oliver, Man-Rieckers Farms, Losey Farms, Chris Losey, that Oliver guy, and Colonel Fod Pounder are not responsible for any internal damage caused by eating Professor Fod Pounder's celebrated hot sauce. Fod Pound responsibly. Alright, there is our offender. I did in fact get it out of there. It is just, it was rested in there good. So now, before we screw that back in, let's lay this there so it catches the board on fire, because it's still hot. Now, what I was saying was, let's get the new tachometer cable that I got from Chinesia, and let's see if we can't get this sucker to go on there. It appears that this one is just the glued together cable, just like that, and it appears, let's see if this will start on there. I don't think I'm in there right there. Can I turn my cable on the other end? Yes, I can. Goody. Okay, if it'll do that, then in theory it should be able to turn from this end back the other way. So let's take that off. That's probably still burning hot. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a trick, apparently, because you got to start it down like this, with it in the slot partially, and then just rotate your fitting around it. I don't think we're going to get it the other way. Are we going to get it the other way? No. Boy, this would be a lot easier if I took more stuff off. You know? If there was no oil filter on it, or no crankcase breather on it, this would be a simple task. There, we got some threads started. But now we need to get this little doodad hooked in where it needs to go before I don't want it sitting on top of there crossways, and then we tighten down on it and end up there. Feels like we got her. Okay, let's ruin everything we got here. I'm wondering also if I should be putting some type of thread tape on this fitting. However, it is brass, and I think if we bully it, we can get it to seal by whatever, force, peer pressure, I don't know. Well, come on. Come on. Nope, not there yet. Come on. One more. Holy Knudsen, that's tight. Let's go. Okay, is it still in there? It appears to be. It appears like it feels right, as there is a little bit of play in it, which I would expect to find. Now, can I put this down in its... I need to put it in... There's actually a clamp. This is really a pain to get to. Whoever designed this wasn't thinking with their meatballs. It feels like it's engaged in it, so I have high hopes that we're correct. Okay, is that tight? Feels like it is. Good. Now we'll put this back, and then I'll move you slightly so you can see what we got to do next to it. Go back where you belong. Come on. There we go. Okay, now we got to capture it in this clamp. We're going to take that clamp out, and then we're going to have to put it back. So I suppose I better get a ratchet to do this task. Okay, well, I just realized I'm missing an entire rail of sockets out of the truck, and I don't like that. I don't know what I did with it. They're probably laying over on one of our other projects. Okay, sure, let's all fall off. Little eye, yeah. Okay, let's get you pulled out of here. Old cable, which has decided to just intertwine itself, because why not? You know, why not be the most difficult possible? Out with the old and in with the new. Let's see here. Okay. Well, we're headed in the right direction. What was the thing I wanted to do the other day, and you were supposed to remind me about this? I don't remember. Getting this oil pressure wire out from behind, or something. Something was captured behind it, and I didn't like it. Maybe I should get up and look. I think it was my wiring harness. I didn't want my wiring harness to be trapped. I don't know. Well, that's not right. Come on. Come on. Do the right thing. Stay in school. Sure. Look, a magnetic tray. Just so you know that I really do use them. Now, I'm thinking that I should undo my work by starting it up and ruining it. Because that is always a good thing to do. I wish my gauges would get here, but I think they're somewhere over the ocean as I fall to my death here. Just a minute. There we go. Oh, is that my rail sockets? No. It's on the right color rail, though. Alright, let's try this. Still got our two light. Uh-oh. We don't have our oil sender light. No. You're kidding. Did I ruin that sender? Oh, that is just the worst. I worked and worked and worked to get that to go the other day. And now putting on this stupid tachometer cable, I somehow managed to destroy it. It was just fine until I hit it with the ratchet. And now it won't work. That's nuts. You know. No! That... I will not stop until this is remedied. Because that is ridiculous. I try to make something nicer and end up undoing something I already did. So I'm wondering if the other day... Okay, there we go. Now I've done it. But that might be a blessing in disguise. I might have just stumbled onto something. Oh, this is just bonkers here. That this would do this to me. Okay, now. Will it do it if I go to this? It will not. Shoot. Well, I've obviously somehow ruined my oil sender by doing this. Baloney. But at least we know that the circuit works, so if I can get another one, it'll be fine. It's just another setback in our adventure of nonsense. And now the key fell out, as I was warned to tie it to a steering wheel. I didn't do it. Okay, it comes on when I manually ground it. Will it come on when I put it to the sender? No, it won't. It will not. Whatever. I guess we don't need oil pressure light. There we go. There goes the impact. Bye-bye, impact. Well, one step forward, two steps back on that deal, but whatever. Well, you see, I am very curious about something. I don't know what could be in there that makes it not work, but how about we find out? There's nothing in there, just as I suspected. Well, I suppose next on our agenda of things would be to find the right screwdriver again. Okay, friend. I finally found a screwdriver. Let's see about cleaning these threads. Or not. You know? we're gonna try our brand new stuff. That's what I'm saying. Probably would be good to find a place that's not gonna interfere. So we'll do the opposite of that and find a place that's right in the way. I'm a little bit puzzled at why I cannot find my Phillips head screwdrivers back, because I just had them out. I don't understand. Is this the size? I don't think so. I think it's actually probably the next size. I think I should also actually take this loose again. And now it probably won't charge again, because that seems to be the pattern that today has been following, where when I try to fix something, then another thing quits working. So that's probably what's going to happen. I mean, what's this one say? 8? It's not an 8. I think it's a 6. And what did I just have? I had a 7. Did I have a 7? No, it's not a 7. What's this? That's a 5. Is there no 6? I thought 6 was a thing. What's this? 6mm 1.0. I think that's it. How do these mesh into there? Yeah, I'm pretty confident that this is what we're supposed to have here. Now, I don't really have room for the other style thing, and my tap adapters are in my rollaway box. So instead of getting that, let's just do this. Let's make it the most difficult way possible. That's what we're good at, doing things overly difficult. I'm kind of getting over this project. I need to drive it so that I can enjoy it and calm down, because I'm starting to lose my cool on some things on it, and that is not good. There. I would say that that's clean. I don't understand why my little deal here won't go. There we go. Oh, okay, I get you. I haven't used the snap-on set for a while, my other one either, so I did not remember. This has actually 3 positions that it locks into. Now, yeah, I think we did that one. I think I did that one with a screw. Okay, there's that. So I need to remember that this is 6mm 1.0, and I can go get some screws from town. Okay, that feels clean. We might as well ruin our new regulator. I mean, why wouldn't we? Okay, let's try to put this back together now. Can we handle this? I don't even know where I got this from. I just lost the other one. Oh well. We tried. We did it. We tried our best, and our best is not good enough. So, instead of doing our best, we're going to do our least. Let's see if that will go. Look at that. Like a new one. Now, put this in here, because this actually has like a grounding tab on it, so that's probably important. We really need one more screw there, which we don't have. Does our light still come on? Yes. Our oil light doesn't come on. No, because we ruined the sender somehow when we were just trying to make it better. So that's nice. Well, you know, It's fine. We'll just calm ourselves down. We need to find now the stuff to put our gasket on the back, because our PTO gasket cover thing was leaking, and we need to fix that. So that is the next place we are going to go. Alright, next on our agenda is this gym, and I am immediately remembering now that I have to have a wrench to get the top 2 bolts. So I need to crawl back out of here, I guess, and get my wrench that fits that. But maybe first I will figure out what size they are again, because I think they're 7/8, but I can't remember. They're metric, so we will bully them into being American. That's a typical American thing to do. Let's just bully them. Can we firstly get this one out? No. Man. I'm really bummed that nothing seems to be working my way here today. I don't understand what I did wrong. That's a very poor design. It really is. I mean, come on, guys. Who puts a casting right in the way? Yeah, I was, okay, there we go. All right. Dummy and moron. The 2 characters that live in my brain. I just found those screwdrivers I was looking for a while ago. What a joke. Now, I notice immediately that I do not have one. Okay. I need to look on that other plate we took off to see if I have a heavy washer stuck to it, because it appears I am one short of what's going on here. And I would like everything to match, if possible. Yes, it wasn't on there unless I dropped it in the dirt, which that's very possible. Let's take a look down on the ground. It was dark when we did this the other day, but I don't see it. Okay. Well. Now, we need to clean this up, because this is not going to work. There's no gasket there. There's remnants of gasket there. There's remnants of gasket on our cover. So we've got some homework here to do. Let's go get the scraper. I thought I had it here within arm's reach, but apparently not. Okay. Boy, that wind. It's really driving me nuts. It stresses me out, because when I hear that, I know things are getting tore up, and I don't like it. Seems like the old Cornwall gasket scraper could use a sharpening. That's what it seems like. Seems like we don't have nothing hardly going for us here. Now, I can clearly see that we have gasket still stuck to here or something, because there's writing on it. That ain't gonna work. I think that's just the transfer of what was here. Man, that's on there tight. This is the tedious part of any job, is cleaning our stuff up. Cleaning it up so we don't have to do it again. The other day I didn't have a gasket, so that's why we just went with it. Because I knew we were going to come back and do this. I knew there was no way that it would just work. Just impossible. I can't find my wire brush. I'm probably sitting on it in some fashion. It's either under a ham hock or a leg or something. So I guess I'll do without. There it is. might be dragging in more dirt than all the way out. Of course. I don't know really how to light it up and also let you see. Get out of there. Don't really like that dirt flying around in there, and don't really know what else to do about it. Get out of there. Get out of there, dirt. Get out of there. Alright, I think we're ready to put this on. Here is the number of the gasket, consequently, if you need one. We'll get it out of its little packet here, I hope. This is not quite what I thought it would look like, but I wonder if they made one gasket to fit all scenarios instead of having one that's just a square and then one for if you have the pump. Maybe they just went to one. I'm going to try to get a little bit of stuff to put on it here. I'm not doing too well though. I didn't, as usual, didn't plan ahead. Don't have any gasket stuff, and I bet I'm not gonna make it here. I don't have a lot of stuff here, but I'm gonna try to just thin coating. The gasket should have enough stuff on it on its own. Should kinda, that's too much, see? You just want a little film. Just a little. Okay. That's a little bit. Need to put this on my supply list, because it's obvious I am out. I'm scraping the bottom of the tube. But that's probably a good thing, because we don't need a whole bunch. Now, I think I was gonna go like this, and I think I need to go like this and put that on there. Let's see. Will you go? Maybe. Come on, you little Italian stallion. Let's go. Now we're cooking with the meatballs. There we go. I think we got her. All we gotta do is just tighten them all down. And I think we will have this sealed up. I'm very seriously also considering, after we drive it around a little bit, draining the rear end hydraulic system again and starting over, because I just bet there's a lot of condensation that has accumulated in here from sitting for so long. But we first have to get it driven out of its hole. There. One more over here. Oh boy. Okay. Ah, shiza. There. I think that thing's sealed up now. So we might actually have some success. I guess while we're back here you can see my Pioneer style couplers. And boy, that bracket looks like it, you know, whatever they mounted to the axle looks like it's supposed to be there. However, I'm pretty sure that these couplers are probably not going to work anymore. They look pretty darn rusty. And I don't know if a guy could get them. I guess what I'm saying is I don't know if it's worth it to mess with them other than just replace them with new ones. I know they're expensive. They're like 40 bucks a piece, but I don't know. We got to put new hoses on it sometime. I guess we can hook it up to something and see if it goes. This I don't really understand here. Is this like a sight glass hose? Is that what that's supposed to be? Or is that just a... What could this be? Is it just a drain? Like a breather hose or something? I don't know. That's interesting. I have to look in the book and see what they call that. What its purpose is in life. Interesting. Okay, well, it's about midnight, so I think we'll wrap up this installment of the 1365. But some more stuff off of our laundry list, so in theory we should be a little bit closer to the day when we can drive it. I'm still waiting on wheel studs or wheel bolts, so they should be here in the mail tomorrow. And then that might be enough where I could drive it, but I really want to put it all, I want the whole thing back together. I want it to emerge triumphant out of here. So I still need to pull the fuel tank back out and put something in there and then clamp it down finally. As we see, our wiring harness goes up in our clamp. I don't know if I ever said that in a video. I figured that out. I'm waiting on my gauges. I now am waiting on this sending unit because it decided to ruin our lives. And then I think we pretty well have it. I mean, we've taken this back from the brink of despair, and I don't know. We're soon getting to the point where we might be able to do something productive with it. So I can't wait for that day. As always, if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me what you thought. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.